Well, that was very unexpected to see the least. Not only is Dorothy awake, not only is the Blue Rose squad, except of course Charlotte and Sol, a squad of romanticism girls. But no, none of that is more shocking than what Noelle is asking Dorothy in the last page. And by the way, this is an incredibly short episode of chapter, I should say, of Black Clover 221. Charlotte has finally stopped running as she is just having a troubled state on the roof of a place. The angry anime fan here to bring it. She still is very conflicted with her emotion. I mean, I wouldn't mock love. I know that for a fact. I mean, because I don't know if I've ever felt love to a girl. I mean, you know what I mean. So it's I don't know if I have ever fallen in love before, and to a girl, or if I'm just having an attraction to them. Not that Charlotte's problem is the same, but because after all she's a very prideful woman who wanted to become strong, and she always, and given to the fact that every single man in her entire life saw just her status, not herself, it's no wonder she really felt that some men are flimsy. But Yami, on the other hand, is anything but flimsy. After all, Yami is the most honest guy there is. If he tells you he doesn't like you, then he will immediately tell you that he doesn't like you. So if you think about it, Yami is the perfect man for Charlotte. He is everything she is looking for. And I'm not talking about hunkiness. No, I'm talking about he's not a smooth talker. He doesn't see her status. He sees her. That's why Yami is such a great character. Yes, he can be a bit of a jerk, but if you compare that to the nobles who only see status and attraction, then Yami is way better. Onto the chapter. The next day in the Blue Rose headquarters, she has gathered what I presume is most of her recruits. Although for some strange reason that angel magic girl is not there. Maybe she's recovering. Either way, is that Charlotte formed the Blue Rose squad that does away with the notion of worshipping and idolizing men and instead champion the power and bravery of women. So she confesses to the entire squad that she is in love with Yami and feels like she is not worthy of being captain because of, well, that image. But to her and Sol's surprise, yes, Sol's also. If you think about it, Sol is the, not the only, but what I mean to say is every single squad member except Sol immediately cheers on Charlotte for this. I mean, Sol is shocked, but she's more shocked over the fact that the entire squad cheers on this. Actually revealing that despite that image of having a perfect, well, I wouldn't say a feminist squad, maybe half feminist squad of Blue Roses, it turns out that most of the squad members are actually hopeless romanticisms. And actually want to be with men, and actually wanted their captain to feel that way. You know, I shouldn't really say that they are extremely girly. No, I shouldn't say that, but you know, they're being anything from how Charlotte is, especially in the beginning when they all look so very serious and stuff like that. One even has a secret boyfriend. The fact that Sol is so saying they are romance addicts that is kind of funny, and it makes sense that Sol is the only one who is not impressed by this, because given all Sol's actions, it may very well be that she is a lesbian, so she has more crush on Charlotte than men. Either way, everyone encourages Charlotte to confess to Yami. It's a it's a very adorable moment. And then, as if on cue, Yami and Asta appear right there. But of course, he hasn't heard anything. Charlotte tries to say to Yami, but of course, she is too shy. So Yami is the one who actually asks, you don't like me, right? after running away that way. It creates a very awkward positions, as many squad members call Yami a hyper oblivious, rough type of guy. But strangely enough, the one who actually saves this situation is none other than Asta, because he's right for the wrong reasons. He says that he believes that Charlotte does not hate Yami, and as we all know, that is true. But what is his reason? Well, because he believes it's some sort of trust instead. He believes it's the same of his type of friendship with Noelle. Yes, someone you trust very much, so even when it seems like they hate you, then they trust you. So what do you know what makes that so funny? Asta is half right. He is not, I mean, I know this is sounding very confusing. Even when I practiced that word to myself, I realized how messed up that word sounded. But what I meant to say is, Asta is right that Charlotte trusts Yami, all that. But he is oblivious to realizing that it's love. Because he thinks this is the same kind of issue. He believes that what Charlotte is facing is the same kind of issue that Noelle is facing. And that is true, because both Noelle and Charlotte are in love. But he is too dense to see that it's love, not trust. Oh, so comedic. Either way, this calms down the situation as well. Charlotte acknowledges Asta and asks Yami out for a dinner. It's here that she finds out that all Yami wanted to ask for was the curse. Me and my expectations. And here, things actually takes a little bit more of the suspenseful term. After a whole chapter of adorable comedy, the final pages of this chapter brings forth an ominous cloud. As you may or may not know, a long time ago, in regards to Charlotte's flashback, she was supposedly cursed by someone who had a grudge against her family. And I didn't really think much of that time. Yes, it consumed her when it was 18, and the only way to dispel the curse was she fell in love and stuff like that. But I didn't really think it was anything. But now with the demon and curses and forbidden magic, it actually is implied that whoever cursed Charlotte, she doesn't know much about it. All she knows is that it was someone who had a grudge against her family. She called it a curse that was different. It was a curse that magic of this country wasn't able to remove at the time. A forbidden magic that interferes with the nature of the world, with the nature of life. The curse was supposed to activate when I turned 18 would forcibly change the form of my soul and the very nature of my magic. And it did, until Yami saved her and she fell in love. So it seems that the curse that Charlotte suffered from is also forbidden magic. Now things are actually starting to get interesting. Forbidden magic, huh? Why do I have a feeling that the Spade Kingdom is gonna do that? Yes, they call them the Demon Nation, but forbidden magic, what actually classifies as forbidden magic? Magic that has been using power of that world or something else. But then the biggest surprise, however, is Charlotte revealing that we're talking about forbidden magic curses. There's someone who's far stronger than her. And who is that? Well, we see Dorothy, who is for some strange reason awake and repairing the country, actually getting seen by Noelle. And she actually expected Noelle to appear because she believes that Sylvia sent her. And why is she here? She wants to know how her mother and a demon are related. Da, da, da. A curse stronger than Charlotte's. What kind of curse is that? Is that the Sylvia family or is it Noelle? According to Charlotte, this curse has already affected one of his members, meaning that Noelle is also suffering from some curse. If you think about it, she had trouble controlling her magic, but her magic was also vast. Is that the curse? Or is there something else? And why Would Dorothy of all people know that? She is only 27. Or is it possible that her dream magic actually can make you access the memories as well, and therefore you can see subconsciously? Or is it possible that Dorothy knew Sylvia, Noelle's mother before? Or is there something else entirely? Forbidden magic, that is the theme of the next arc, or the current arc. So yeah, a strange mix, adorable comedy, and then 2 final suspense in the end. I mean, the only complaint I have about the chapter was that it was short. Other than that, it wasn't that bad. I mean, yeah, nothing really big happened. What happened the big was in the end. But there was just something very adorable about that Charlotte situation. So give me your thoughts, if you have any.